Today we are going to be following Tiffany Cabán as she campaigns and knocks on doors here in Jackson Heights. Essentially just spend a little time with her and the people that are campaigning for her to see what their strategies are and how they're feeling about the campaign. Hi, I'm Libby with the Indypendent. We spoke
awesome.
on the phone,
Yeah.
so I'm here to follow you around.
Very cool. We're stopping by Traverse Park.
Okay.
And then knocking on doors.
Okay, great.
It's a little bit of a shorter day for me because my days have typically started at around 7 or 8 in the morning and don't end until around 9 or 10 at night. This is a good day. This is once in a generation opportunity to bring some really important transformative change.
It's a different sort of election in that sense, right?
Yeah. Before you could even start about, oh hey, there's this candidate I support that you should learn about, you have to say, oh hey, do you know that you vote for your district attorney and do you know what your district attorney does? You're voting not just for what's happening in our courthouses, what's happening in our correctional facilities, but what's happening in our hospitals and our schools. Historically, our district attorney's offices have functioned in this black box where there hasn't been any transparency, and so our communities haven't been let in on what the policies are, how decisions get made, what gets prioritized, and if you don't know what's happening, then you don't really get to voice your outrage or demand change. So my commitment is to release data. When we talk about how we're charging, who we're charging, racial and economic basis, what we're charging, and releasing that to our communities and then showing what are our recidivism rates, what are our incarceration rates. The only public defender in the race, the only candidate that's made the commitment not to take any corporate dollars, our volunteers come back and say, hey, people are telling me that this is the first time anybody's ever knocked on their door. That gets me excited because it means that we're talking to people that have been historically ignored in these kinds of races. What I've learned as a public defense attorney is that stability equals public safety. When communities have access to the things that they need, it naturally drives down crime.
Woo!
All right.
Cool. All right. Did you get a tattoo?
Do you see Tiffany's?
Look, I've got one too.
Show your tattoo and let's see. Let's compare.
Who is it?
Hi, this is Tiffany Cabán. I'm running for district attorney and I was hoping to give you some information about the campaign.
Sure, come on in.
Awesome, thank you. These communities particularly, you talk to your neighbors, you engage with your neighbors, so even being able to have like a good conversation with just 1 or 2 people in a building is a really good way to make sure that the entire building knows about the race. It's really great to have something like the Indypendent that's looking at these like local issues from the perspective of the community in a really accessible and engaging way, and you kind of see the same stuff on the New York Times that you see in our major news outlets that really leave a lot of gaps, I think, and the Indypendent I think does a good job of filling those gaps. What really excites me about this election is that we're pulling back the curtain some, and people are recognizing that they can have a huge influence on what our justice system looks like. Like they can decide. And it all happens on June 25th.
If you don't know, you're about to know. Tiffany Cabán is going to be our next district